Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hope all is well. Um, my name is Shanice, and welcome to my channel called Shaniceology, where I talk about experiences I've had in my life and how I've healed from some of those situations or still healing. Um, as a disclaimer, I just want to say I am an open book. I'm transparent about my journey and I embrace all the mistakes I've made, all the good things I've done. And, you know, I appreciate the comments, the engagement, the likes, the subscribes. I thank you all for being here. And let's dive into today's video. So today's video, I'd like to talk about mental health and how it's very important to be mindful of yourself, your surroundings, your mental state, and how to keep it strong and not deplete yourself. So I really believe that your mental health is very, very important in life. Like it's very good to have a positive mindset, a positive state of mind. And yes, we all go through things where our heads start to play with us and we are not always in the most positive moods all the time. Like that's a part of life. Our emotions can take over. But it's very good to be mindful of the right ways to think and to not let your mind take over you, like to make you feel less worthy, less important to the world. You know, you want to live a good life and you want to be happy in your life, but you need to always look out for your mental health. So, I came to say that mental health it's a lot of things that people don't talk about, especially with mothers who just have kids and are experiencing postpartum. It's very important to like be around the people that love and care about you and make you feel accepted as, an individual, because bringing a life into this world can really be damage. Like it can damage you lost sense of yourself, you lost sense of your environment, you lost sense of the things you used to enjoy doing. You're losing time to be free because you have to take care of children, and like your whole life changes. And I feel like if you don't have the right people around you or anyone really to help you or be there for you while you just brought a new life into this world, that could lead to you making rash decisions. Maybe you have lack of sleep, you can't concentrate properly, the kid's up at 2-3 in the morning, you can't sleep, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're doing all the work, the father's not there. Like all of that can affect you mentally. And then it doesn't help if you're around people that you expected to care about you and they just keep beating you into the ground and you have to like rise above all of that. It's really hard to come back from that. You need to get a lot of counseling. You need to see the right people to help you. Or if you can, try and help yourself. Like daily, do work on one little goal or something that helps you navigate your life in a better manner and, gives you the peace that you require or the time that you need. Um, Mental health is very important. It's a very important topic. And because this world, like, there's so much that happening to everyone. And I feel like people with mental health issues, it draws from their traumas that they've had and the experiences that they've had in their life. And everyone experiences are different. Everyone experiences life in a different way. Everyone looks through at life a different way. And it's really like it's really important to be mindful of your reactions to things as well as people's reactions to the way that you believe things to be or feel or see. I feel like a lot of people who have mental health issues, they get scrutinized, and not all of it is always warranted. Like, it's not always necessary to um, make that person feel isolated for their mental status, you know? There's lots of tools that can help people heal from their traumas, heal from their issues. And I feel like a lot of people just really want to be heard out here. You know, like, I feel like in black families, like, I'm from a black family, I feel like your concerns don't get heard. You know, if you tell someone something that you've experienced traumatic, they'll either go gossip it to the world, or brush it under the rug, or tell you it's not that important. Oh, don't forget about it, just leave it alone, when the nest just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then it festers into a whole bunch of bugs that you can't tackle on your own, you know? So I feel like we always, growing up, I was very like introverted and not speaking about the things that have made me feel uncomfortable, because I didn't feel like I would be heard, you know? I felt like, you know, my concerns, that the way my life was going is not no one else's fault, no one else's business, and no one's else to care about. Like, it's just, you get through it, and you have to like cry your way out of it, or just stay silent about it. And I feel like that's why things have been happening to me in my life, where I'm still going through things and I can't let it out because no one's willing to listen, you know? Feel like in this year it's been a very healing year for me. I was heard. I was heard for the past, you know, year, and it's really enhanced my growth. It helps me be a better friend, a better family member, a better mother. I just learned how to listen and not like talk as much, but also I'm seeing that people are actually listening to me and listening to my life experience and listening to my journey, and it means so much to me to be heard, because I feel like the internalizing all the trauma and not letting it out or expressing it or allowing anyone to give you sound advice on how to overcome it, it creates more hurdles. It creates more problems, you know? Mental health is definitely an elephant in the room. You know, if you tell someone you have some kind of mental issues, or they'll look at you sideways, you know, they'll look at you like, okay, you're a crazy person. And I feel like my whole life I've been called crazy, but in my opinion, I feel like I've just been misunderstood, you know? There's ways that I look at the world that not everyone will agree to. But that doesn't mean that, you know, because you see 6 and I see 9, that either one of us is wrong if we're holding the paper a certain way in front of us, you know? So I always try to be mindful of everyone else's, like, and be considerate of the other perspectives that are out there. But to see someone and judge them based on something they've told you, or some experiences they've had that have led them to have episodes or anything like that. Life is stressful, and it's really, you gotta like focus on the good. Keep a good, healthy, positive mindset, and not let the stresses of this world overtake you enough to lose everything you've worked hard for. Another thing for me is allowing the wrong people in, the people who will influence, manipulate, make you feel like you're not as important, or that your situation is not that important, because we all have problems. It's very important as a human to be mindful of other people's lives, other people's experiences, other people's traumas, other people's triggers, other people's nervousness, other people's anxiety. Even though it's not really our responsibility for how someone's emotions are towards us, but we need to be mindful, because everyone comes from different backgrounds. Everyone comes from different paths in life that have led them to be the way that they are. So for me, I really had to like focus on myself more and love myself more. And loving myself is what allowed me to heal from a lot of the traumas that I've been going through. Just giving myself a hug like this. It means so much. It feels so good. I don't want to let go. And I do this to myself all the time. And, it helps me calm down. It helps me ground myself. Um, it helps me not be so sad about my situation. Like, there's always something going on. But to create a positive environment and have a positive mindset is what's going to help you thrive out here. Like, you got to just focus on the good and trust the process, trust that God has your back, trust that He's going to allow the right people to come into your life. He's going to allow the right opportunities to present themselves. He's going to allow things to flow in a better manner because your mind is in an elevated state that just makes you feel more confident in yourself and allows you to own any kind of triggers or traumas that you've had or have been a part of. Um, I say this all with a light heart. Like, I'm not here to judge anyone, and if you judge me, that's okay, but I'm not really here to get judged either. I'm just here to shed some insight on this matter because, I feel like it gets brushed. A lot of things get brushed under the rug, and you know certain systems that we've had to adapt to, it's not really as convenient, and you know you kind of have to look at things from a broader perspective. And experiencing mental health or knowing someone with mental health issues, it definitely requires patience and understanding and knowledge on how to help that person heal, help that person grow, be there for them, have a heart for them. It's very important to be compassionate towards others, people who are going through things, and maybe they don't want to talk about it, maybe they're embarrassed to talk about it, maybe it's something they consider private and don't even want to let anyone know. So always be mindful of people out there, because you never know what someone's going through. You never know what they've been through. I know there's lots of people out there with traumatic experiences that still wake up every day, put a smile on their face, and move on with their day and feel happy and excited to live another day and experience life in its essence. So with that being said, just continue to be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, be kind to your family and your friends, and allow yourself to thrive and keep your mental state in check. If it's getting out of check, ask for help in any way that you can, whether it be mom, dad, aunt, cousin, family, friend, pastor, anything, teacher, anyone that you feel like you can trust with things that you're experiencing in your life, and you feel like there's no way out, and mentally you're just baffled because you can't understand the world around you. It's very important to seek advice on that. Seek confront people who care about you, who want to see you operate in your best self, and that's what's going to help you with managing your mental health. And mental health doesn't have to mean that you're crazy. It just means you're going through a lot at the time, and you just need some more support. So just know that this is a safe space. If you feel like you felt overwhelmed and you can't figure out what to do next in your life, I get it. Groceries are expensive, rent is expensive, car insurance, car notes, everything just piles up on you. And if you're doing this by yourself, especially like a mother with children, or it's harder because all the stress is on you, and you gotta take a moment to reflect on yourself and make time for yourself. Put the kids to bed early and focus on yourself, because you matter. You really matter. And I don't want anyone in this world to tell you that you don't matter. If not, Shanice is telling you that you matter. And you're stronger than your traumas. You're stronger than your mental issues. You're stronger than feeling tired and drained. You're stronger than that. And you'll get through anything it is that you put your mind to. So it's always good to stay positive, keep a positive mindset, love everyone that's around you that shows you the love that you desire, and, you know, continue to keep a positive mindset and always trust that God has a better and bigger plan for your life. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for your engagement, your like, your shares, and your subscribes. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.